Hi everyone, this is Miss Flint here, and today I'm going to be talking about accusative and dative pronouns. This might be new, completely new for a lot of you. Hopefully some of you will recognise accusative pronouns at least already. If not, this will be some good revision, or hopefully it will be a good explanation. I'm going to be highlighting things as I go, as you can see my cursor there. So if I need to highlight something, I will simply highlight it, and that will point out the bits that I want you to look at especially. Okay, so here we go. Just to go over the case summary table again. You probably have seen this a million times already. It's just going through the nominative, accusative and dative cases for you again. Nominative, as you know, is used when you have the subject of a sentence. So, as you know, for masculine nouns, the definite article is der, the indefinite article is ein. For feminine nouns, the definite article is die and the indefinite article is eine. Neuter nouns is das and ein, and for plurals, you use die and keine. For the accusative case, which is when you have direct objects and prepositions, the only change you'll notice is in the masculine, when you have masculine nouns, where der goes to den and ein goes to einen. All of the rest stay the same, so that makes it a bit easy. Dative is something you probably haven't used a lot yet. You use the dative when you have an indirect object. You use it when you have certain prepositions and also certain verbs. There are dative verbs as well. And there are significant changes with the dative case. Masculine goes from der to dem. Ein goes to einem. For feminine nouns, die goes to der. Eine goes to einer. Neuter nouns, das goes to dem. Ein goes to einem. And for plurals, die goes to den. And you have to add an N to the noun, and keine goes to keinen, and again you have to add an N to the noun. Okay, so just make sure you're aware of that. If you need to refer to this at all, you have this presentation, so yeah, have a look at it, and it will help you when you're looking at the different cases. So like I said before, today we're going to focus on the accusative and the dative. So we're going to be looking at those two cases today. We're going to look at those cases in reference to pronouns. And pronouns are the words, as you should know, are the words for I, you, he, she, it, we, you plural, they and you formal. Or in German, ich, du, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, and sie. You can put these pronouns into the accusative case. This happens if something is being done to the pronouns, okay? This makes them the direct object of the sentence. So, for example, in this sentence here, where it says, John asks him, the word John, or the person John, is the subject of the sentence because he's doing the asking, and him is the direct object because because him is having something done to him. He is being asked. That sounds a bit confusing, I know. These examples highlight that as well. So, for example, this sentence translated into German would be John fragt ihn. Okay, so you can see there, the in part of the sentence is the accusative pronoun. So er has changed to in. This sentence here, Jane sieht dich, that means Jane sees you. Okay, so Jane is the subject of the sentence because she is doing the seeing and she is seeing you. So therefore you are the direct object and therefore in the accusative case. The last one, ich mag euch, that means I like you as a group of people, plural, I like you, plural. And in that case, ihr, which is normally you, plural, has changed to euch in the accusative case. So there are a few examples just to start with. Once again, you can refer to this later if you don't understand or need some more examples to look at. So here's a summary of the cases and the pronoun table. So like I said before, these are the nominative pronouns, and they're the ones that you would have learnt since year 7. Ich, du, es, es, etc. The second column, this is one that you may have seen before, hopefully you have, and you can see that these have changes from nominative to accusative. So ich changes to mich, du changes to dich, changes to ihn, sie and es stay the same, wir changes to uns, ihr, which is you plural, changes to euch, and sie and sie formal stay the same as well. So there are a few changes in there, so you need to know those off by heart. The dative pronoun table we'll look at a little bit later on. For now, we're just going over the accusative. Okay, so here are some examples. I know him is the English, and in German that is ich kenne ihn. Okay, so that's ihn has changed there from in the nominative to ihn, I know him. This second sentence, I am asking her, is ich frage sie. The sie doesn't change because sie is the same in nominative and accusative. Number 3, he loves me, goes to liebt mich. So it's not he loves I, he loves me. Ich goes to mich. Number 4, I have seen you, as in you two people. Ich habe euch gesehen. And number 5, I am wearing it, is ich trage es, because es is the same in the nominative and the accusative. Once again, refer to these examples if you are stuck and have forgotten what to do. So, as you know, in German, when you talk about it, you actually have to state whether you're talking about a masculine, a feminine, or a neuter noun. So, for example, over here, the table is brown, or if you wanted to say it is brown, in German, the table is der Tisch, so der Tisch ist braun, and therefore you would say ist braun, not es ist braun. That's the correct German way of saying it. So that gets a bit tricky when you are using the accusative case, because obviously changes to in the accusative case. Okay, so below are some examples of using the accusative case with pronouns. So for example, if we have der Rock, which means the skirt, if you were saying I am wearing the skirt or I am wearing it, you would say ich trage den Rock, because der goes to den in the accusative case. And if you wanted to say I am wearing it, you actually need to say ich trage ihn. Okay, not ich trage ich trage ihn. For feminine, fortunately, feminine doesn't change with the accusative case. So for die Jacke, you would say for I'm wearing the jacket, I'm wearing it. Ich trage die Jacke. Ich trage sie. Okay? And once again, for the neuter down here with das Kleid, which means the dress, you would say, if you wanted to say I'm wearing the dress, I'm wearing it, you would just say ich trage das Kleid, ich trage es. Okay, so I'll just go back up to this one again, the example of der Rock. The reason that it is in the accusative case is because it's the direct object, because you are wearing it. So if you're wearing it, if you're wearing the skirt, then you are actually doing something to that skirt. You're wearing it, okay? And that's the whole concept about direct objects. All right, so that's a summary of the accusative pronouns. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense now. Hopefully it's a revision for most of you. If not, as I said, you can use this to look at it again and obviously ask any questions if you're stuck. Now for some new stuff. As